abuse love, okay? That's right. Love can actually be abused, okay? So don't abuse LOVE because there's quite a number of things that is involved just before you tell somebody, I love you. It has to come from a depth, from deep inside. Well, I'm not alone in the studio because we're going to be talking Valentine at this very hour. And I also want to indulge you to join the conversation because I would love for you to tell us your Valentine reality, your Valentine story. First of all, your Valentine reality now. Is it the same as the Valentine of last year's reality? I don't know. And then your Valentine story, what you think about it, what you make of Valentine. And you never know, you might as well want to tell us the colors of Valentine. Some people have different colors that they attribute to Valentine these days, but y'all will get to know what the colors are. So you tell us what the color is, what you think the color for Valentine is or should be, and then we'll get a discourse around it. My name is Udwat Daniel, though. Call me UD, the golden voice on your radio, and my man is here. That's right. It takes a pause first. You hear the daddy voice now. I mean, it's Valentine. It's like Daddy Valentine. Do you understand? Just that we have Father Christmas. This one is Daddy Val.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't go do that. No, you just tell me, say, as I did so, you and they find 100K.
For this economy.
That's so that. You say they find 100K. Now, you don't, and they call you daddy, you don't go. You don't want it.
Nobody 100K not to settle for weekend.
Anyways, though, we got Vic right here. And yes, we're going to be having a little bit of banter in this regard. Okay, let's jump into it already. Because what we are looking into, hey, Valentine's Day confessions. Share your romantic or your most romantic or disastrous date story. Who's trying to call us already? Just calm down. Calm down for just a bit. All right. But then I should also put it out there because how many of you are still conversant with the Tubaba issue? I mean, I always try not to, get involved in this kinds of conversation, though.
Seriously.
But what can I say? The one that really caught my eye is the part where the mother is begging a lawmaker to leave her son alone on Val's Day. That's when we're having that kind of saga going on. But as the world celebrates Valentine's Day, though, dramatic saga is really unfolding in Nigeria, and quite a number of people are predicting that there'll be more sagas, just before the end of today. I mean, I recall earlier on during the the pages, the newspaper review segment, for the Breakfast Show, where Apostle Also Life, from Apple said, UD, I'm not going to tell you Happy Val's Day because the young ones, the youth, they have bastardized, what Valentine, should be all about and all of that. And Vicky, I heard you earlier during, at the closer of your sports, analysis show where you said, don't do what I wouldn't do. So in other words, you might want to explain to us what that statement really means. What do you mean by don't do what I wouldn't do? Is there something that, goes on?
Making reference to the last
Apostle of Life, yes, right? Telling me that, man, I'm not wishing you a happy Val.
Because now, even in secondary school, they just tend to have a different notion,
right,
about what Valentine is, and a lot of things are happening, and if you don't take time, 9 months from today, we definitely get the result.
The result of
what happened today.
What had transpired
exactly
today.
So
right.
They've really bastardized it, and some go to school, they don't really have a full knowledge of what it is. In as much as I was trying to, I'm not really getting a full grasp of what it really means. Looking at Valentine's, how it transited, how it transited from what it used to be those
right,
days
to what it is
now. To what it is now. Before the Catholic Church decided, okay, let's give St. Valentine's this day.
Yeah.
It used to be something else those days, and before it is, and now, away from the Catholic Church, a lot of things.
What is evolving to now?
It's evolved to now. So that's why I actually had to use that word. Don't do
what I wouldn't do.
Definitely, people will abuse what today, and definitely it will evolve. from what it used to be a couple of years back because of this Gen Z generation that we are in. You definitely experience a total different kettle of fish when it comes to today.
All right, a total different kettle of fish. Is it going to snowball into something else that might become a societal menace? But as far as I'm concerned, it's a day of love. They call it a Lover's Day. But as the world celebrates Valentine's Day, though, a dramatic saga is also is unfolding in Nigeria. I mean, Tubaba's mother, Rose Idibia, is pleading with adult lawmaker Natasha Osawaru to leave her son alone. Leave my son alone. She's saying he's not in his right senses. All right, now this comes amid rumors of a romantic relationship between Tubaba and Natasha, which has sparked controversy and debate on social media. But according to reports, though, Tubaba recently confirmed his relationship with Natasha, saying he loves her and wants to marry her. However, his mother is begging Natasha to free her son, suggesting that he's not thinking clearly due to his ongoing divorce proceedings with his strange wife, Annie Idibia. Now, Tubaba is a grown-up man. Is a grown man. It's not a boy. I mean, where you say they are using Otumapo on him and stuff like that. I mean, he made a video himself. He went through that process where quite a number of persons, expected that he was gonna, himself and Annie, if they've agreed for, to such, should come together, come out, to the public and say, you know what, we are leaving amicably, right? There's no fight, there's no quarrel. We just discovered that, look, we cannot compatible for reasons, there's a way they used to say that thing. Oh my God, there's this language when they want to divorce. Irreconcilable differences. Oh, grammar, nomenclature, Oyibo. Irreconcilable differences. So we cannot be together, and we just need closure at this point and stuff like that, right? But no, it's just a one-party game. He's about 49 now. It's going to be 50 in a short bit, I guess. And Natasha Osawaru has been seen as 31. Some say she's 30. Another one will say she's 31. But whatever the case may be, right? He's saying, you know what? You're the one that I want and all of that. And if you ask me, though, I mean, this is a grown-up man who's made his decision.
Seriously, the power of choice is in our hands. And I believe that Two-Face is definitely using that power very, very well. And it is his choice. But for the mother to come out now and say this, I think he's matured enough to know what he wants. Like initially when this Two-Face stuff actually came into the public space, I was like, okay, why will you do this? Because ordinarily, a man should be able to take care of his home. That's one. Secondly, a woman is like a gatekeeper. In as much as the man is there at the head of the home, the woman is the gatekeeper. So the man should take charge, take responsibility. Right. Till now, I've not even heard any statement from Anna.
From what I'm hearing,
we have not heard anything.
She might be in rehab.
Yeah, I heard that she's in
That's
rehab.
it.
Nobody has come out with a statement concerning her. Even it's from the relative. If she is in rehab, and only Two-Face. He has been in the public space. He dropped the bomb, and we saw what happened when he went to Edo House of Assembly, and also that video he came out to make with Natasha, and eventually the proposal. It's all about Two-Face. So the truth of it is that whatever it is, like I said earlier, I really don't want to talk about it, but he's a grown-ass man.
Grown-up man.
If I actually use that word, he's grown. He knows what he wants. Even if any consequences, good or bad, he will also take it.
Face it.
So that's just how it is.
But I want to see it from the place of the mother now. I mean, I feel as it relates to this day, Valentine's Day, I mean, it takes love. It takes a certain degree of love to say, I want my son, please. I want him back.
Mother's love.
Mother's love, right?
But at the same time, just like we always say, Two-Face is grown. He knows what he wants. So even as much as the mother is coming out in high heavens to scream, telling her to leave her son, that's not in his clear senses. I think I don't know if that Otumapo will fade, but the one I don't see him like they're under the spell of anybody. But the truth of it is that the mother just doesn't have any rights to say anything. She just tries to say her mother's love, but it won't do anything.
All right, just say your mother's love and leave it at that. But well, let's let you in on the fact that this day has its roots in ancient Roman and Christian traditions, and it's celebrated on February 14 of every year, right? Now, according to legend, I was going to say legend, okay, legend now, right? Saint Valentine was a priest who lived in Rome during the 3rd century AD, right? After death, I believe, Emperor Claudius II had outlawed marriage for young men because he believed that single men made better soldiers. Now, Saint Valentine defied the emperor's decree and continued to perform marriages in secret. Now, when Emperor Claudius II discovered this, he had Saint Valentine arrested and executed on February 14th. Oh, awful, right? But during his imprisonment, though, St. Valentine is said to have healed the daughter of his jailer and converted her and others to Christianity. Now, before his execution now, St. Valentine wrote a letter to the jailer's daughter, signing it "From your Valentine," which is where the modern day expression comes from your Valentine. Happy Valentine's Day. All right, so you got that now. But well, what is the significance of Valentine's Day? Well, the day is all about celebrating love, affection, and relationships. It's also a time to show appreciation for the special people in our lives, whether it's a romantic relationship, or it's a romantic partner, a family member, or even a friend. Now, Valentine's Day teaches us importance of life principles such as giving, sharing, and even loving. It also reminds us that relationships are a two-way street and that we should always strive to nurture and care for one another, right? Now, I'll tell you a personal story in a short bit, but first of all, let's head out, catch our breaths. We'll be right back. And when we do, of course, I would like for you to also give us your 2 cents, because, hey, I really want to know what your Valentine story is, right? Is Valentine, or what does this Valentine's Day remind you, of? What are you reminded of, today? And, we'll take it off from there. All right. It is Eagles 102.3 FM's General Open Banter. It's Valentine's Day, by the way.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Do you want to know about cars? Everything about cars, from purchase to maintenance and even road use. Don't go too far. Listen to Top Gear on Eagles 102.3 FM every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Top Gear, let's give you a spin.
Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, here to stay.
Attention, all farmers, agripreneurs, and future agricultural champions. Are you ready to take your farming to the next level? Join the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation as we bring insight, tips, and expert advice on the agripreneur. Tune in to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja every Wednesday by 11 a.m. and discover how you can safeguard your farm and maximize your field. This is brought to you by the Nigerian Agricultural Insurance Corporation, dependable partners in time of loss.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
All right, so yeah, we're back from that one right there. 32 minutes gone past the hour of 10 on the AM side, and it's still the General Open Banter. What is your thoughts about Valentine's Day? What was your favorite Valentine's Day celebration? How was your Valentine's Day from last year, compared to this year? How's it going, though? And what do you think that this day really stands for? And how should this day be remembered or lived, right? These are the questions that we are asking already. You want to join the discourse already? Okay, 0907 353 0044 is that number to call. There is another number, and that would be 0908 766 8888. And the WhatsApp portal number you can send a message to would be 0909 705 4450. Have you had a gift just yet for Valentine's? Right?
But looking at the Valentine itself, I tend to ask myself this question. Hopefully, maybe other listeners will want to, join me in that question. Should this day be celebrated?
Given the circumstance of
yes, should this day be celebrated? Because whether you like it or not, this day have been abused. Like I said, even the word love, which is supposed to be a general thing, is not even being followed, if I'll use that word.
Right.
But the question again still arises: should this day be followed? Because I myself, if you understand what love is, if you know the meaning of love, I think you should go ahead and celebrate it. Don't join the bandwagons of people that were just screaming out there, Valentine, 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 and stuff like that. You then, before you know anything, something else come out of it. If you understand the meaning of what love is, then I think you have the green light to celebrate Valentine's.
All right, Vicky Vic right there says, should this day be celebrated, owing to the fact that the great Valentine himself was executed, in prison first of all, and then executed. But then while in prison, he healed the daughter of the jailer. And just before his execution, he had written a letter, of encouragement right there to the daughter of the jailer. And in the end, he says, from your Valentine should this day be celebrated. If you ask me, though, I would say, well, give it a little bit of celebration right there. All right. But then celebrate it knowing fully well the essence of what Valentine it was all about. It was all about standing by the side of someone or somebody you care about. Is about consolidation of trust, building a relationship that is seemingly unforgettable, right, and impacting lives in the most positive way, right? But that should this day be celebrated, though, right? You have an answer to that? You best want to call us now and let us into that, right? It's Valentine's Day, February 14 of 2025. How was it for 2024? If you were to compare your Valentine's Day of 2024 or the previous years with the Valentine's Day of this year, what would you say about it? And have you started receiving your gifts already? Because quite a number of people believe it's about gifts, sharing gifts and all of that. But then, do you also think that Valentine's Day has been abused, has been destroyed? And others are calling for the abolishment. In fact, abolish it. Because quite a number of people say if something is not serving its purpose, if a day in celebration is not serving its purpose and is causing more harm than good, at the long run, if you are to look at the positives and the negatives, maybe you might just want to review whether or not such a day would be celebrated, within your vicinity, your community, your country, right? And so they're calling for it. Say, shut it down. Shut Valentine. We don't know the essence. What is it about? Please, people have bastardized it and stuff like that. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Hi. Is this Eunice?
Yes.
Okay, Eunice, where are you calling from, though?
I'm calling from Good Mountain Place.
Okay, Eunice, welcome aboard. Talk to us about, whether or not this day should be celebrated, and also give us your Valentine story, if that's okay.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Wow. Lord.
As for me, it's a month of love,
Okay.
caring, and happiness.
Okay, month of love, care, and happiness, right?
Yes.
So, Eunice, as your gift started coming.
Yes.
Oh. Wow. No wonder you started with wow. Right. Okay, that feels good.
Well, I'm so happy, honestly.
Yeah.
Why even make me happy today? Because yesterday I was just asking myself, what's the meaning of Valentine? What is the meaning of Valentine? I was just in my feed today, see something. They write something to paper. Before I know, they now place it for my forehead. Love. I love. I said, is that the meaning of
Valentine?
Is that the meaning of Valentine. I don't see my dream. From my phone here, I don't see love. I said, wow. So does that mean that is the meaning of Valentine celebration, love of one another? It's not about go to I started my business, today's Valentine. Let me go and change myself. Let's do it in good way.
Okay. All right, Eunice, appreciate this one from you, though. Says, let's do it in a good way, right? But then what does Valentine mean to you, right? I mean, you've been celebrating this Valentine's Day. We gave you a bit of what it is all about. Some say it's about sacrifice, and some say it's about love. If it is about sacrifice, love, or whatever it may be, virtue that you may think of, you should share a story, with us, maybe just a short story as to how Valentine's Day demonstrates, this virtue, for you. All right. The number would be 0907-353-0044 or 0908-766-8888. And the WhatsApp portal number is 0909-705-4450. And there's this conversation surrounding whether or not Valentine's is a do or die celebration, right? Because quite a number of times we have seen where people have gone out of their way, right? Even to borrowing just because they want to affirm love, to their significant other, or even partners and all. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you.
How are you doing, bro?
Oh, very well, my brother. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Nothing much, though, bro.
What's your name?
My name is Solomon. I'm calling from Gudu.
From Gudu. Okay, Solomon, talk to me. What does Valentine mean to you?
Man, today is so amazing. It's a special day.
Right.
To the greatest. Today is my wife's birthday.
Wait now. You are rushing now, my brother. Why you dey rush?
No,
What is your beautiful wife's name? What is the name, though? What is the name?
Sorry?
What is her name?
Hello?
What is her name? Can you hear me? What's her name? Your wife's name. What's her name?
My wife's name is Princess.
Princess Solomon.
Yeah.
Lord. Mrs. Princess Solomon. Thank you. Happy birthday to you. Chai. I hope you are spoiling how. You are spoiler today and every other day, but spoiler especially today.
Thank you.
The spoiling should continue.
Continue spoiling her in a positive way because right. Okay, Solomon right there sharing his story. Says,
I was expecting
it's my wife's birthday.
I was actually expecting him to say her name is Valentina.
Right.
Funny enough, it reminds me of my friend. We were together last night.
Right.
We were together hanging out. And only for me to remember that today is also his birthday. He's also Valentine.
But what is his name, Rock?
Yeah, his name is Bassi.
Bassi.
Valentine. Today is his birthday.
Today's your birthday, Bassi Valentine. Okay.
So I just I was like, oh, no wonder I was super excited yesterday, even if we kept mute about today. Hopefully we have maybe we have a Valentine outside.
It's all right.
Okay, you mentioned something concerning the colors of Valentine.
Yes, what is the color? Just before you say that, we're putting it out there. If you know the colors of Valentine, why not call us and tell us what the colors would be, right? And what they stand for. Very important, so that we begin to get these things rightly. What are the colors, or what is the color of Valentine that you know, right? And what do you think that this color indeed stands for? In case you missed the number the first time, I'm giving it to you again, 0907 353 0044 or 0908 766 8888. WhatsApp portal number 0909 705 4450. Vicky, let's just quickly run this story now.
Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll get back with the coloration as the family members also get to tell us what color or what they think could be the color, or should be, or is the color for Valentine's Day. Now, a personal story of a friend who went on a date with someone she met online. Now, the date was going well, but things took a turn for the worse when the guy started talking about his ex-girlfriend the entire time. My friend was shocked and didn't know how to react. Now, she ended up excusing herself to the bathroom, and she never came back. Now, it was a disastrous date, but it was a funny story at the time. And guess what? It was on Valentine's. Now, some persons take themselves out. And if you know that the person that you are taking out on a date and stuff like that is someone that you have an emotional, or you want to have an emotional, you have an emotional attachment to or with, the topic of discourse might also be very, very important. If you know you're not done with your past relationship, please, this is not by force to carry somebody's shite on a date, right? Because if you go touting about, your past relationship like that, I don't think anybody, male or female, will want to take that.
But it's your past. I see no reason why you should bring your past into your play, except if your partner decides to know. Yes, probably trying to find out, or probably asking one or two questions, but trying to bring it into your present mode at that time, I don't think is healthy for your relationship that you're about to start.
All right, let's share this other beautiful story now of a couple in Nigeria. Meet Tolani and Tunde. Yes, they said put our names out there. We don't have a problem with it. They're a young couple who had been together for 5 years. They had been facing some challenges in their relationship, and it does seem as though like things were falling apart. But on Valentine's Day last year, this was their own story, their Valentine's Day last year, Tunde decided to surprise Tolani with a romantic getaway to a beautiful resort in Lagos. So he planned a surprise a dinner complete with Tolani's favorite food and music. And as they sat, down to eat, Tunde apologized for his mistakes and promised to work harder to make their relationship, work again and get stronger. Tolani was touched, like, oh, that feeling, yeah, when you get really touched, stuff like that. And so she was touched by the gesture, and they spent the rest of the evening rekindling their love and their connection. From that day on, their relationship began to heal, and ever since then, they've been stronger ever since. Right. Hello? Oh, come on now. What's going on? Well, keep the calls coming through. Let us know your Valentine's Day story, right? And you might as well want to tell us, how this Valentine is quite different from, the Valentine of the previous years, right? And what makes it quite different. But let's take this one right here now. Hello? Good morning. Hello? Okay. All right. That's a miss. All right. Vicky, you were saying...
I was actually trying to make reference to
for the Tolani,
the last
Tunde story. Yeah.
Now, this is when you look at that particular story, you will see that someone decided to take responsibility, knowing fully well that their relationship is heading for the rock, and he decided to take responsibility, bent down, do the needful, and I believe that it is okay.
All right.
That's the same thing I feel that those that are presently facing challenges should do. Come up. One person, that's the thing. This I no go agree. Oh yeah, now I will show my strength. I will show my strength. I will do this. I will
show you that I'm the woman.
And before you know
show you I'm a man.
It goes straight to divorce, and eventually after years and years, you see them falling apart.
Right.
So for that man to take that decision to say, okay, let me just go down, see what I need to do, and eventually it worked out well for him. Right. The same way you find challenges in relationship. There are challenges, but it only takes just one person and then two people to agree for that to be sorted out.
All right, just to add to that now, if you are one who assumes a lot in your relationship, you might as well want to have a second thought about that. In fact, what works for me, and I think quite a number of people are beginning to embrace this, when you have an issue with someone, right? Sometimes the first thing you should do is ask yourself or make excuses for the person.
Exactly.
First. Just
exactly.
do
make
that
excuses, yes.
because it helps your mental state.
exactly.
First of all, before you hear from that person, and painstakingly listen to, even if it's the rubbish, just listen to what the person says. First of all, it allows you to have an informed, decision making process in the end. Hello.
Hello, my barista.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Valentine.
Happy Valentine's Day to you, Ochanya. Where are you calling
How
from?
are you? How's your work? How are you doing?
Going
How are
fine.
you enjoying Valentine?
I'm enjoying it with you right now. I mean, just having this conversation is a merry-go-round. I like it. I love it.
I know you will go out.
You said it.
I know.
What makes you so certain?
To go out, but I've arranged children to visit the motherless baby.
Oh,
To
beautiful.
see people. I'm a Catholic.
Yes.
Anyhow. The color of Valentine is white and red.
White and red.
Yes.
Is that your final answer?
That is my final answer.
Okay.
White means courtesy, understanding, and white red means friend.
Okay. So white means what?
Purity, love,
Oh, purity, love. Okay. And red means
Yes. strength.
friends.
Yes.
Oh, friendship. Okay.
Yes.
Purity, love, and
Thank-
then red friendship. Okay,
Thank-
awesome. Thank you so much, Ochanya, for that one.
Thank-
All right. Ochanya tells us, another part of Valentine's Day celebration that is blowing my mind right now. Arrange children to get on to orphanage, homes and all of that. Says she's a Catholic and all. It's about, putting smiles on other people's faces, especially those that are termed and deemed the less privileged of the society. What is your Valentine's Day activity for today, and how do you intend to impact the world around you? And you might as well want to tell us, what do you think are the colors for Valentine's?
That's one of the positives you also take from Valentine. Visit the orphanage, those that are in need, the less privileged. That's one of the positives. Now, if you look at the other side, which I tend to use that slogan before I wrapped up my show this morning.
right.
Don't do what I wouldn't do. Most people are actually, and the annoying thing is that it's a Friday night, going into the weekend.
Awesome.
So a big hive of activities will be going down this evening, and knowing fully well that most it's a weekend.
Yes.
No work tomorrow, except for those that don't no work tomorrow. So just take a slide into that. But I think that no matter how you are looking at the Valentine, just take out the positive from it. Just like what the last caller said, take out time, visit the Valentine. It mustn't be today. You can also spill over to tomorrow.
That's
it's actually
right.
It's a weekend
Even for the
of Valentine.
week- yeah, for
it's
the
a weekend of
weekend.
Valentine.
Yes,
So
yes.
take out time, see who you can visit. There's somebody out there who needs that love.
All right. Somebody's out there who needs that love. I wonder why Vicky Vic is pointing at me. But yes, Vicky Vic, I need that love. So if you put your hands in your pocket right now and show me love, you can slap me with it. I don't have a problem with it.
Probably
Just
after the show.
after the show, good. Now, Vicky Vic, give me a high five. Give me a high five. Thank you. Now you heard it. You heard it exclusively from him.
You take charge.
I said I'll take charge. Hello and good morning.
Hello, it's Eunice calling back.
Oh, Eunice, okay, welcome back. Talk to us.
Hello,
Yes, go ahead, Eunice. Go ahead.
I can hear you.
We can hear you.
We can
Just
hear
go on.
you.
Just go on. We can hear you.
Oh, come on. We cannot go any further. But okay, Vicky Vic, you are going to roll out what the colors Valentine
I think
is.
I think I'll go with Ochanya's white
All right.
purity, but for the red, yes, red life, health, love is also there. Religious favor is also there. If you look at the other side, anger. Looking at that red color,
Yes.
anger, war, vigor. We also look at courage. A lot of meanings to red. That's why when they said get a touch of red, even when I was even coming out this morning, when I checked red and white, I was like wondering why today's of all days. I couldn't hear the
To them
show.
all.
I don't know why. But
Yes.
it seems when you expect NEPA to do the needful, you didn't give me anything you see.
Put on. Lord.
I think while I was just glancing around on my way to work this morning,
Yeah.
I saw at least ladies with a red gown and some with a touch of red and stuff like that. But we have to know that when you attribute red colors, probably with life, you look at the blood. The blood is
That's right.
red.
Right.
That's life on its own, health also on its own. But at the same time, we don't want to look at the negative. No, I'm not trying to attribute Valentine with negativity.
Right.
But at the same time, you look at anger, you look at war and other things like that. I think the color of red really goes a long way. But I'll still go with what Ochanya said earlier. Red for
and-
friendship.
okay.
Yes, red for friendship. White
For
love,
purity,
and
all of
yes.
that. Well, okay, the real colors for Valentine, well, as it is now, is red and pink.
Okay, red and
Yes,
pink.
and pink. Yes. The white is not a part of it.
But I think the pink is really not it, especially in this part of the world.
Of course,
it's not part of the world.
we have
Pink is not.
carved out our own Valentine.
Exactly.
color.
We Nigerians
Works
will
for
call
us.
something.
That's right.
So I don't think the pink color can work in this part of the world. Maybe elsewhere in Europe and other places or Asia, I definitely will see the pink working out with the red.
Okay, you already mentioned it. Red symbolizes love, passion, romance, right? While pink represents friendship, appreciation, and affection. Now, these colors are often used in decorations, flowers, and gifts, to express love and appreciation, especially on this special day, right? We should go into the lessons that we could learn. I mean, from this, the day should teach us that relationships require effort and dedication, right? We should also remind us of the fact that we should always strive to show love, appreciation, and affection, especially to those around us. And whether it's romantic partner, a family member, a friend, Valentine's Day is encouraging us, to be more mindful of the people in our lives and to nurture those, true relationships. Right. So, Vicky Vic.
I think my own point looking at Valentine has to do with hard work. Relationship on its own is hard work. You need to put in an effort to make your relationship work. Just like what the story you gave earlier.
Yes, Tunde and Tolani.
He actually went an extra mile to
put in the
come.
works.
I want this to work. I want this to work. And I don't want to digress. Earlier we started talking about Two-Face.
Yes.
We started talking about Two-Face, and like I said, I didn't want to talk about it initially.
I get that.
But I feel that he has a lot of work to do. He would have worked harder and better if truly what's her name is in rehab. It has to show that it doesn't even have that extra feeling, that feeling for her, because someone although we don't even know the background story.
That's right.
We don't know the background
right.
story of what really
Yeah.
happened. But to me, the young man, a celebrity out there, as a man, should do more of the hard work to keep your relationship. I think he has not done more when it comes to his relationship with Annie. I don't think he has done the homework as a man. But let's not just go into that. But what I'm saying extensively is that for you to be in a relationship, use Valentine as a time to fact check your relationship. Are we going the right way? Are we doing the needful in as much as trying to spice up your relationship? Like I said, relationship has to do with work. You need to put in an effort to make it work.
All right, you need to put in an effort now to make it work. And I don't know about you, though, but I'm looking forward that before the end of the day, I should hear another headline that says Two-Face and Annie rekindling their love.
No. I'm not expecting that at all.
Well, look, I believe in miracles, man.
Miracles will work. Yes, will
Miracles
work.
not the tire Jesus.
But at the same time, before miracle will work, you have
Right.
to put yourself in the right position for your miracle to work.
Okay.
You have to put yourself in the right position. You can't be expecting a miracle and you're doing something else.
Right.
You must be in the right place at the right time.
yeah.
Position yourself before that miracle will come.
All right, talking about being a place, the right place at the right time, please, as you go celebrating Valentine's, be in the right place and the right time. All right, so that we don't get to hear stories that touch. Well, in a general note, right there, we're saying have a blissful, beautiful Valentine's Day, celebration, and as much as you can, look out for those who are indeed less privileged. Ochanya has given us, a clue into that. you might as well want to use that as your own litmus test and yardstick and all of that. And just to tell you that these less privileged people, they're not only in the less privileged homes or motherless babies' homes. They're around you.
Around
It could
you.
be your neighbor.
Yeah,
It could be your brother. It could be your sister. Somebody you probably have not, connected with in ages. Here is an opportunity, right? I think any kind of reunion that happens this time, nobody will get angry and say, you have not talked to me in about 5 years. It will be about...
When you start seeing red.
Okay, I hope this red is not danger. But anyways, that's the size of it, right now. And yeah, we'll